Bitcoin and the Ethereum bounced hard from yesterday's low. Is the worst behind us now? Are we heading straight to the moon? Make sure to watch the video to the end because all the answers are in this video. Now let's dive in. Hi everyone, my name is Yusi. Welcome to the World of Finance. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so because you are my biggest sponsor. Now with that said, now let's dive into the Bitcoin chart first. So on this 1 hourly, we can see today we had a big bump from the $45,000 level. Like I said yesterday, we probably will see a bounce because of the bullish divergence that is printing here. And now you can see we have actually two bullish divergence printed on this RSI right now. So that is why I think the 45,000 is a strong support level at this moment. And now we have bounced strongly here up to the 50 hour actually, because it's hourly chart, so 50 moving average. So the question now is what's going to happen next? So in my opinion, if we could break above this 50 moving average and establish ourselves like maybe an hourly or 4 hourly candle that is fully above the 50 moving average, then the likelihood of going higher will be much larger at this stage. But if we fail to establish ourselves above this 50 moving average, currently is around 50,500 level. So if we fail to do that and we struggle along it and always close below this level, then in my opinion, we will have a second retest down to this level around 46,000 level, or maybe a backtest to the 45,000 level. So that is my prediction for the imminent future basically. And if we switch to the EMA ribbons chart, we can see here we are exactly within this ribbons. We are struggling to hold this line as support and try to break here. So it is the same like that. If we could manage to break above 50,000, basically maybe 51,000, if we could establish ourselves above this level, so I would say we will have a small immediate pump, maybe to the next level is 55,000 that I'm watching. So if we establish ourselves above here, we will pump to 55,000 immediately. But if we couldn't close above this ribbon and we fell under here, then I think the likelihood of testing this 45-46 level is very much likely. And if we switch to the 4 hourly ribbon, so you can see actually right now on the 4 hourly we are still under the EMA ribbon here, and we touched last time here, got rejected. So right now we are doing a second touch here, so we will see if we will get a rejection here or we will break through. So same here, if we get a harsh rejection here, and the likelihood of testing 45-46 level is much larger in this case. But I do not see actually in the immediate short term that we fell below this 45,000 level. Not in the immediate short term at least. Because this will largely dependent on how the Bitcoin will react now around this level. So if we come and retest here, if we could bounce, then in my opinion, it's a really good bullish sign, because then we will create a W bottom or a double bottom in this case. And then I think we probably will be then ranging. Let me draw on this chart some. So if we, for example, do like this, so we create another W bottom, because this is the first one and second one, then most likely we will be ranging at this area for some time. In my opinion, I think we will be consolidating in this range for at least 3 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks is my opinion. We will be consolidating here. And then when we will have some pattern, then symmetrical triangles, maybe like this. And then eventually we will break out from this symmetrical triangle, and then we will head much higher up later on. So these are my predictions, you can say, for the immediate short term, and also for little mid-term or long term, how it could play out. But this is just one scenario then. Only if we could hold this level when we do a second retest. If we couldn't hold this level, then I think the next level to watch is the $42,000, around $42,000, because that was where we had our previous high, and around this range should give us some strong support at here. From, I can say from 41 to 42,000 in this range should be a support. And now let's have a look at Ethereum. As you can see, Ethereum has already break above the 50-hour moving average. So it looks more bullish in this case. If we could hold above the 50 moving average here, some candles maybe, then I think the higher chance or the likelihood is that we will go up to retest this trend line here, which we fell below and retested and failed. So in my opinion, so if we hold this as support at this level, 1630, around 1630, if we held this as support, then I think the likelihood of go up to 18,080 is very likely. So we will go to retest this trend line. In the immediate short term though. And then I think it largely depends on how Ethereum will behave near this trend line. In my opinion, I do not think with the first retest Ethereum will break through. So I still think when the retest happens, Ethereum will be rejected in the first retest and fell below. But then in this case, then we will see if the 50-day, the 50-hour actually moving average will hold as a support. So a likely case will be we maybe bounce a little bit here for a few hours, and then we go retest on the trend line, and we couldn't break through, so we go back and retest here again around this range for the immediate short term though. So that is what I think what will happen for Ethereum. And if we switch to the EMA ribbons chart, so you can see, so Ethereum has actually break above the ribbons here. So only if we could hold this level as a support, then the likelihood going up and retest this level is much larger, in my opinion. And then let's check the 4-hour ribbon. So as you can see, we tested once and the 4-hour ribbon here, and we got rejected. So in my opinion, I think let's wait and see if the 1-hour ribbon would hold in the next few hours. So if it holds, then I think the 4-hour ribbon, and we will retest again here the 4-hour ribbon, and maybe eventually going into these ribbons and break through. But if we couldn't hold on the 1 hourly, so if we go below it and close hourly below, then I think we are probably being rejected here and going back and retest the level here on the upper 1300 level, so around 1380 maybe on this trend line, because you can see this trend line has been things. If I switch to the daily, so this trend line has been things more than a month ago, January. So it hold as a support, and they hold as support here again. So that's why I'm expecting if we couldn't hold on the 4-hourly, so we will come back and retest this area again around 1390, 3080 or 1400. So this level. And next, we have the news yesterday that Square announces 170 million Bitcoin buy. So this is official news on CNBC, and we can see the details of the news here on the CoinDesk. So basically, you can see, according to the payment processor, its own press release, the company added 3,318 Bitcoin to its treasury for a total of $170 million. So after the math, you can see it's resulting in a purchasing price of $51,235 basically per Bitcoin purchase. Like I said yesterday, I mean, MicroStrategy, Square, and probably there are more, those S&P 500 companies are waiting to buy in the dip, and they bought probably from you who has sold to them, and they are happy to buy. Even they Square bought at $51,000, above $51,000. So I mean, even with today's price around 50K in the current price level, so they're still a little bit in loss, but they didn't really care because they want to accumulate more Bitcoin, and they all know that in the long term Bitcoin will go up much higher than this level. So that's why you see, and like in the yesterday's video, I urge you guys, do not panic sell, because if you panic sold yesterday or the day before, then you are literally selling your Bitcoin into those corporations' hand. So I do believe those corporations and many more are accumulating Bitcoins right now during this dip and during the consolidation period. So if you also want to accumulate more Bitcoin, I would suggest you this is the best time period. But also remember, do not bet your whole farm with a one-time purchase. Instead, you should dollar cost averaging in. What does that mean? Meaning that you should have a purchase schedule. Let's put maybe $100 every day. So whatever the price is, I buy the price during this consolidation period. So for example, maybe you bought $100 worth of Bitcoin yesterday at 46,000 level, and today maybe you purchased $100 worth of Bitcoin at around 50,000 US dollars, and maybe tomorrow it will dip to retest, then you can buy again at 46 or 47,000 level, or maybe if we go higher, you might buy at around the 54 or 55,000 level. So always dollar cost averaging in, because if you, for example, purchased Bitcoin at around 52, 53, or even 55 level with all your farms on it, with all your money in, then you do not have any dry powder left to buy the dip as we have now. So remember, always dollar cost averaging in. And also Currently, this consolidation period is for accumulation. With that said, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. So if you do like that, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to the channel, because I will upload much more videos related to the market trend and investment tips. So make sure you turn on your bell notifications so that you will not miss out any uploads like this one. Stay tuned. Until next time.